Hello, I'm Jeong-in Park. I will present my research paper at this time. So, my research paper title is Research on the Development of Youth GRID Program. First, introduction. The course has seen people who have achieved outstanding achievements in their field take a long time to achieve long-term goals and face obstruction and failure. However, a study of thousands of adults and students in various occupations found that grit is a key factor in success, arguing that successful people are related to persistence and endurance as a trait of maintaining effort and interest in achieving long-term goals. Adolescents must also continue with sincerity, perseverance, and effort to plan and achieve long-term goals on their own. This is grit defined as a constant effort and persistence to achieve long-term goals. Grit consists of two factors: persistence of effort and consistency of interest. Grit becomes an important factor that greatly affects students' academic achievement, as well as achievement in various fields. Those with high grit have a clear destination orientation and have a strong will to achieve their goals, and enjoy challenges and consider failure as an opportunity to learn. In addition, students who want higher achievement with passion and enthusiasm for academic achievement have more grit than those who avoid learning. Previous studies conducted to improve academic achievement for adolescents so far include self-directed learning ability programs, learning strategies programs, self-regulated learning training programs, motivation programs. Most of these studies focus on cognitive factors. In the past, achievement was thought to be determined by cognitive abilities, such as innate intelligence and aptitude, but increasingly non-cognitive factors such as grit, motivation, persistence, and self-efficacy are becoming more important. There are a few studies related to educational intervention for grit conducted in Korea. Ann and Lee suggested that grit could be promoted by developing group play therapy for grit for college students. In addition, reported the effect of conducting grit programs to prospective infant teachers to increase grit, resilience, teaching efficacy, and teaching enthusiasm and lower practice anxiety. Jeong developed a grit coach program to improve high school adaptation and activity competency, and then improved grit, school adaptation, and activity competency. Untitled Park developed a grit program for middle school students and revealed that grit was effective. Therefore, it is necessary to improve student grit in an efficient way to help many adolescents effectively serve the pressures caused by academic stress and lead a successful life. In short, This study intends to develop a GRID program through GRID training as a way to improve students' academic achievement. In addition, it differs from existing programs in that the GRID-related factors suggested by the course and the GRID practice method, proposed by integrated to form a program. Number 2, theoretical background. GRID, in a dictionary sense, is the power of courage, determination, and temperament, and is the courage and power that allows someone to continue something that is not difficult and enjoyable. In Korean dictionaries, it is translated into fighting spirit and spirit. Domestic researchers translated it into fighting spirit or persistence. Since domestic research on GRID has recently begun, there is a limitation in that the translated language cannot fully convey the meaning of the original language, and there is no fixed term yet. So, this researcher used the impression of GRID as it is. Number 1, GRID development in adolescence. In adolescence, as awareness of oneself and the world expands, interest in career increases, and social demand for academic achievement increases, making it easy to experience academic burnout. However, it is important to improve GRID during adolescence because the higher the GRID, the less you experience academic burnout, and the higher your self-efficacy and academic achievement. Lim examined the structural relationship between GRID, creative tendencies, and creative thinking. In this study, GRID had a positive effect on the individual factors of adolescence. Creative tendencies and creative thinking had a significant effect on GRID. In addition, variables related to happiness and life stage satisfaction, which are personal factors of adolescence, were found to have a positive effect on GRID. GRID also affects career-related variables, and Kim reported that GRID of college students directly or indirectly affect career decision-making, self-efficacy, major interest, career outcome expectation, and career preparation behavior. Seo and Yoon indicated that the GRID of pre-child teachers affect career preparation behavior. In this way, in adolescence, you must have a constant effort and passion to develop your academic achievement under the pressure and worry about your studies and career path. In addition, the higher the GRID of adolescents, the more they are reported to continue to strive to achieve the objectives they set, which reminds them of the need to develop a GRID program for use. Number 2, prior research on GRID programs. As a result of analyzing doctoral papers related to domestic GRID program, the existing GRID program developed for middle school students was Han and Jeong. A program studied for high school students. And developing and implementing great programs for middle school students. Han had a positive effect of improving grade and mastery goals. Currently, grade theory research has been actively conducted in the US, but in Korea, it seems that prior research on the grade program is insufficient, as related research has not yet begun. Therefore, it seems to be of great significance to develop a grade program for teenagers. The content of each grade program session are shown under. Session 1. Understanding grade. Goals for activities is motivation for the program and a deep cognitive understanding of grade. Major activities: introduction of the purpose and content of the program, group rules, and description of grade. Session 2. Changing thoughts for a positive mind. Goals for activities: understanding rational thinking and transforming inappropriate emotions and thinking into rational thinking. Major activities: understanding rational thinking and irrational thinking, and understanding the emotions and behaviors of rational and irrational thinking according to circumstance. Section 3. Raising optimism. Goals for activities: understanding that one can sublimate one's shortcomings into strengths. Write down what you want to supplement. Major activities: write down the words, then your friends change it to your strengths. What you felt about changing your strengths, disadvantages, to your strengths. Section 4. Developing a growth mindset. Goals for activities: understanding growth mindset and fixed mindset. Change your fixed mindset to a growth mindset. Major activities: explain the concept of growth mindset and fixed mindset. Understanding through example sentences and thinking about your case. Session 5. Identify my interest. Goals for activities: measure your grade. Understand your interest. Major activities: measure your grade and figure out your grade level. Understand yourself through your interest. Session 6. For my goals. Goals for activities. Set specific goals. Motivate long-term goals by setting top, middle, and bottom levels. Major activities: understanding top, middle, and lower goals. Top goal, middle goal, and lower goal, set goal. Section 7. Practicing consciously. Goals for activities: continuously implementing sub-goals. Grouping up to confirm steady practice. Major activities: a more specific planning plan to continue to keep the sub-goals. They give feedback so that we can make a group and protect each other. Session 8. self-control training, goals for activities, understanding self-regulation, learning and applying self-control methods, major activities, understanding self-control, initiative for a way to habituate self-control. Session 9, repeated training toward vision, goals for activities. Identify what action plans are in order to achieve the vision. Systematization of continuous and long-term efforts through implementation evaluation. Major activities, specific analysis and goal setting for execution. In the execution process, intensive training with expertise in one's field of interest. Session 10, dealing with stress, goals for activities, self-control development, corrective action by realizing the obstacle situations through the situational play. Major activities, having a mind to objectively evaluate the situation, reconstruct stressors, and grow. Realizing and applying the obstacle situation to act out a situational play. Section 11, breakthrough audit. Goals for activities, be grateful. Self, parents, brothers, people around you, environment. Raising positive thinking through audit. Major activities, feel one you are grateful to yourself, your surroundings, and one you are grateful to people while writing thank you. Session 12, make my resolve. Goals for activities, reinforce your resolve for change by organizing the entire program. Major activities, announce your commitment through the GRID program. Preparation of the post-evaluation sheet. Experience reports after participating in the program. A GRID program was conducted for 12 teenagers, and a survey was conducted to find out the satisfaction of students with the content, operation, and composition of the program. Satisfaction with the content, operation, and effect of the program was asked on a 5-point Likert scale. The results of the satisfaction survey on the program content are presented in down. Regarding the content of the program, all participating students answered that they were satisfied or very satisfied, indicating that the level of satisfaction was very high. Students were curious about the new concept of GRID, about the progress of the program. And through activities to promote GRID every session, they developed optimism and viewed them positively through their friends' presentations. Through the growth mindset, intelligence can be developed through effort, and students seem to have high satisfaction as they think and plan ways to achieve their goals by changing their thinking. Training to right action methods for goals, overcome obstacles, and make steady efforts has raised confidence in learning and aroused willingness. Conclusions and discussion. First, a demand survey was conducted on the subject to devise a program suitable for the subject to which the program is applied. Second, in order to clearly understand and implement GRID, this program developed a program by systematizing and the factors related to GRID. The first half of the program consisted of GRID concept, rational ways of thinking, optimism, growth mindset, and interest, so that GRID could be thought while understanding GRID. Third, this program developed and applied various teaching and learning methods. Prior to the development of this program, it was possible for teenagers to have an active attitude. By introducing what do you wanted in terms of program content and format through a demand survey. Fourth, the composition of this program gave everyone an opportunity to present their opinions in order to observe each student's attitude to achieve their career path and to have enough time to express their opinion. Thank you for listening to the presentation so far.